Diane DeWald with CreativeCatCrafts.com. Welcome back to the channel. As I said in my last video, I have a die cutting hack that will help you line up your die cutting, your stamped images. I don't know if you're like me, I struggle. You get everything perfect, you line it up, you take it over to your die cutting machine, doesn't matter what brand, you run it through, you pull it off, and you're like, oh, it's not centered. So I recently seen Gina K do this in probably one of her older videos. Sorry, I saw my glasses falling off my face. And then Mary Polanco also demonstrated this, and I know I've seen one other stamper here recently in some videos I've watched, because I've been watching a ton of YouTube videos, because I just, like I said in my last video, I finally found my stamp home, and I'm excited to share this because I don't see a lot of people doing this technique. And if you're one of those lucky ones who can eyeball and figure out how to line that up, freehand, taping it down, magnetic plate, whatever it is, kudos to you. This video is not for you, but please stay and enjoy. And without further ado, let me point you downwards and we'll get this party started. So I have a Sizzix Big Shot, and you can see I've even got old Stampin' Up! Plate I'm using. My plate it's super etched. I flip them so they stay pretty straight. But I had all kinds of cardstock in the little lines on both sides, and I created a concoction in my little spray bottle of Murphy's wood cleaner, concentrated wood cleaner. I think I filled this up, I don't know how many ounces, but I filled it probably 3/4 up and put maybe a capful in and sprayed my plate. And then love these little handy tidy towels that I found. I got these through Amazon. I will do a link down below for you. And let's see. Oh, sprayed it both sides, scrubbed it off, and as I was cutting some of my pieces and parts out, as I'm running it through, more and more of the cardstock is popping out of the etched lines, so it's not adhering to my white cardstock. Nothing more frustrating than having little pieces of cardstock lines on your die cuts. Very frustrating. So that's my plate cleaning. So this is, I had to write it down because I couldn't remember. I do my little die cuts if they're going to stand up or be elevated. I do it on Neenah Classic Crest Solar White, 110 pounds, and I get that from, can't remember if it's Amazon or Cut Cardstock or both. I'll have a link down below for both of those, or one or the other, whatever my sources are. And I cut this down to an A2 sized panel just because it's easier for me to work with. And I've chosen my dies. And like I said, I've already cut out a bunch of them. So I'm just going to throw these on here and do this and stagger this to make sure that you don't. My die cutting machine is an electronic Big Shot. They don't make it anymore, and I just want to make sure I preserve it because I absolutely love it. So I'm going to pause the video while I run over, cut this out, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. It's too much trouble to pull that over here, put it here, move it. It's heavy, it's bulky, it plugs, well, yeah, it plugs in because it's electronic. Let me see if I can get you in just a smidge closer, and then I'm going to pull these off. See, that die just came right up, and look at that, it just pops right out. And just like that, this cardstock is great for this. So let me move this aside. And so that I don't lose these dies like I lost the feet or the flip-flops from another set, I'm terribly upset by it. I can fussy cut them, but I'm terribly upset. So as I showed you in my last video, I'll link down below how we do this. I'm just going to, let's see. So this was here. Was it? This just doesn't make sense. Yes. Oh, it goes. Ah, I have them out of order. See? So when you flip your stamp set upside down, that's where your dies go. That way, they're easy to find. There it is. I knew it was down here somewhere. And this is Let's Celebrate up top. And right here. So, got my dies together. I'm going to put those back. And we're going to quickly cut these apart. And I might have to trim them a little bit later. We're just going to get them cut apart real quick. There's some method to my madness here. So this takes a little more time at the front end, but once you get all of these cut out, it's amazingly fast. Ooh, these are really close. Okay. Make sure I get these right side up. Would hate to have them upside down. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Misti real quick and throw those scraps away. So my Misti, just like this. So Gina K has these. Let me pull you out. So in my Misti, I have this full stamp, photopolymer stamp. And on one side, it's got, these are A2 panel sizes, 2 different patterns, and on the back it's flat. And it just lives in my Misti. I butt it up against the corner on one, flatten it down, and it's a sticky mat. Isn't that awesome? Gina K, she has 2 of them now. I have the second one, which was in her May release from last Tuesday, a week ago. It's on order. I don't think it's shipped yet. I can't wait for it to ship. So same cardstock, the 110-pound Neenah Classic Classic Crest Solar White. Stick it down in the corner. And the stamps I have chosen, let me pull this backing off. The stamps I chose were this one. Then I chose the Bierstein. Then I chose Cheers to You on Your Birthday. The umbrella. The lemon or lime down here at the bottom. And then let's celebrate, I believe was what I chose. Move these around a little because I want a little space so I don't have to trim too much. Where'd it go? There it is. Wow. Okay, so let me pick these up. Let me grab my ink and I will be right back. Okay, I've got my Gina K Premium Dye Black Onyx ink. And this one, I really don't care if it's a solid image, because this is going to tell us where we're going to put our dyes. So just press that down. Just like, whoops, I do need a better impression than that. There we go. That's better. Okay, so let me cover that ink. I have a tendency to stick my arm or hand in the ink. And need a drink. Had to run down and transfer laundry. So I'm a little out of breath. So I'm going to cut a little bit more off the oops, this one so it doesn't interfere with that. And this is a low tack painter's tape, although I don't care if it rips the cardstock because we're not taking it up. And I'm just trying to get that as close as possible. And I'm not going to do every side, but enough. There. That's beautiful. And next, sorry, stuck my arm in the way. Whoops, upside down. And get that lined up where I want it. You're just going to love this. Or maybe you've already seen it. Love it. Yeah, I'm terrible at lining dies up. So this is my little lemon piece down here. I'm going to cut that so it doesn't interfere with that up top. Oh, I can hear the geese. Oof. And let's celebrate. Oops, get that right side up. Oh, this does not want to tear today. Get that lined up. Oh, I should have trimmed that beer stein better. That's okay. We'll make it work. Almost. Okay, umbrellas next. Oh, I really need to trim that down a little. Oops, I'm not doing that on in shot, sorry. And get this right here. You're gonna love this. Oops, too far over. There. Then you really just, you don't need a lot. You just want to tack it down just enough. I don't like that. And this one. This is going to be so cool when you see it. Perfect. Okay, just pick up some of these extra pieces I don't need. That way I don't scatter them all over the floor. And easy peasy, you're going to grab your dies, slot them right in. I had to cut my fingernails the other day, so I have to slide it off my mat here, which I absolutely love that I found a white one from scrapbook.com. Does that line? Yep, it lines up. Okay, so all my pieces and parts are in place, and it's a matter of, sorry for the glare on this side, ink up, and I'm probably going to stamp twice at least. Let me get my chunky tool. Where's my chunky tool? There it is, this little guy. Get some nice even pressure going. Oh, and look at that. I want the sentiments a little bit more. I like my sentiments to be nice and crisp. Just like that. So I'm going to use my little poke tool just in case, oops, the die cut, not the, just in case the ink's still a little bit fresh. Put that over there to dry. I want to smear these because they turned out so well. They're perfectly lined up. Look at that. I'm going to see if I can get my camera to look at that. It's perfectly lined up. I love it. Love, love, love it. Oops. My lemon lime stuck. So we're just going to put that right over there. Let's get this Let's Celebrate out of here. And stick in more die cuts. See, it takes longer to set up, but you don't have that same frustration when it doesn't line up. The stamped image and your die cut. Oops, upside down. So we're ready to go again. See how, and you could just keep doing this for as many times. And the nice thing is I've got a bag of just stamped. Oops, I just got ink all over my hand. So handy dandy. There. Handy dandy hand sanitizer on the desk gets rid of glue and ink. That way I don't have to run to the bathroom, which is just around the corner, but then I'd have to pause and, oh shoot, I just got ink. Just dumped that all over my table. I can get this up real quick before it stains this nice white. Yep, see that Murphy soap took it right up. So I might have to do this one again because that ink dried for a little bit on those stamps. Yep, just a tad. That's okay. I haven't done this in a while. I'm a mess today. It's okay. Umbrella. The center of the umbrella didn't want to. There it is. Oh, and my lemon lime moved. See, sometimes that does happen. I think because it's stuck to the stamp. So chuck that little guy out and get my, where'd my pokey tool go? I put my pokey tool down. Oh, here it is. I buried it. Because that lemon lime stuck and I didn't see that. So be careful with that. Look for to make sure that your die cuts are not adhered to the stamp when you're doing a double stamping. And I can't wait to color these. I discovered pencils and Gamsol, thanks to Gina K. So there's our little stamped image. Look, it's so perfectly lined up. I love it. So we're going to do all of these. I have one more round after this. And we'll call that done. Hopefully I got a little lemon lime that doesn't double stamp on me. I need to pay attention to that. Okay, let's get this. Oops, that guy walked. Yep, just make sure all your die cuts are secure. Excuse me for sniffling. It's allergy season. Okay. Get our little Chucky tool here. And it stayed down, and I think we're good on this one. So we're just going to pull it out. Put those up there. Like I said, I just want these to dry just a few minutes before I touch them. I had one this morning. Oh, the umbrella. See? On this side, there it is. So if I was to do a double stamping, I would have needed to have pulled that off. So watch for that. And so I've got brother-in-law who loves his IPA beer. And my sister-in-laws and I, we all love the beach. And we all love fruity drinks. I have a niece. Ooh, got to pull that lemon lime out of there. I have a niece, two nieces that are 21, two that are not. One of them likes wine. The other likes very fruity drinks. So just make sure they're all secure. Get your ink. Tap, tap, tap. I do a little bit of wiggle. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, I think that's sentiment right here. I'm going to have to do a second stamping. It looked a little... Oh no, it's good. Yep, it's good. Nothing over here. Oh, my little umbrella. And that. Perfect. Okay. So pull these guys out of here. And then I'm going to show you. Oh, I put those dies away and we need those. Because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Oh, there's in the center. I've got a little bit there in the center. So mono eraser. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that'll disappear with coloring. So let's pull this umbrella out of here. We'll pull this out of here. And I'm just going to make sure. Let's pull this up. I made sure before I pulled it up that everything was stamped really well, because the next step, after I clean these off, I'm going to cover up my ink. Let me clean this off. So this is one of my holdouts from Stampin' Up. Everybody's got tidy towels and all of that. I love the Stampin' Up Simple Chamois. I just use water, run it over the stamps. It looks ugly. Then rinse this when I'm all done through water, and I store it in a little plastic baggie. Just like that. I can pull these off and put away. And I'll grab those dies and show you that neat little trick. Little umbrella, my little let's celebrate, and the lemon lime. And like I said, that stays permanently in my Misti. And if I want to use it for a background, I just flip it over. So let me put the Misti away real quick. Get my sandwich back. And your sandwich will be different than mine, depending on your machine. And I want the dies back out. Perfect. So with this guy, so let's celebrate the umbrella. I'm not going to cut this out because I'm noticing it's not very crystal clear. And I'm just dropping the dies to the point where they don't move. And if they keep popping out, just use a little bit of minty tape. Yeah, this is like really popping out. The ones I did earlier today did not. They stayed where they were supposed to. Stay. Okay, now I'm going to lay this over the top, just like that. Press it down and I'll be right back. Ooh, you got to hear all the snap crackle. So as I pull these off, I will put them back where they belong. Nope, this is along the side. Hopefully these cut like they were supposed to. We'll find out here. Oop, yep, that one did. That pulled the die right up. Look at that. And this guy. And there you go. So the reason I go ahead and cut those out is because you'll never get the stamps to line up, or I will never get those stamps to line up perfectly in these holes again as a sheet. So I do not keep this. I just cut out the last pieces, and let's see where this goes down here. Let me make sure I got it correctly. Yep. Everything's approximately where it's supposed to be. Perfect. So it's just never going to line up again. So let me just get all this out of the way. This can go in the trash now. Let me clear all this off. All the dies And these are all the die cuts. Look at this. It goes a little faster, but because I was doing some demonstration, it was a little slower. But normally it's pretty fast. Now I can throw all of these in my little to be colored baggie, except for these, the sentiments. I will put in my sentiments binder. So if you're not familiar with that, let me show you real quick what I do. So we're in the entire space. So I have this sentiments binder that I have different sentiments from different companies that I have already cut out and put in these little some coin pockets, what are they, trading card pockets. But on the back of these, like this, is the bold thank you from Alta New. It's just a die cut, and I cut that out of black. The shadow is black cardstock, and then I've got Star Dream shiny metallic cardstock, and I can't remember. I think that's the old gold, perhaps. But I will make a slot in here for these particular sentiments and put them away. So thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I will have links for all the products I used down below. A lot of them will be affiliate links, and it is no additional cost to you. It just helps me provide content such as this, since all of my purchases are direct out of pocket for me, and I like to put proceeds from the commissions back into my channel so that I can continue bringing you this kind of content. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed this little demonstration, and until next time, happy stamping.